All right there. Just got to go down into the cellar. Oh, wrong way. I've just got to go down into the cellar. Oh, my knees. Boo-doo-doo, boop-ba, boop-ba, ba-ba. All right there. Before we start, what an absolute blast this morning was. I mean, I'm a bit, I should really wait. The sweat must flow. I would rather wait. Anyone seen Alan? I usually like to wait for everyone to turn up before I say the important things. So I might give it a little bit longer. I might just get through some LOs. We haven't done some LOs. I'll sort out the grift. Hang on. Get the old entropy sorted out. Let me know what the picture's like, because I'm on a really slow internet. I don't know what's happening. My internet that I got them to install that was faster. It's like it goes up to about 100 upload and download. But when I use it, it doesn't work. I've looked into it, and apparently, hello hair in the gate, long time no see. Hello golden toothbrush. I'd like to have a golden toothbrush. I've got gold teeth, so that might be nice. Nice to see you here in the gate and golden toothbrush. I haven't seen your names here for a while. Hello, Isaac. Not a problem. Yeah, I've done it a little bit earlier. John asked me to, so I thought, why not? Hello, LC350. How are you, mate? Bushy, Chrissy, Jeffy. Yeah, so I looked into it. And it appears I might be being bandwidth throttled. Yeah, long time ago though. Hello, Riggs. We've got another Riggs. Oh, Wriggles. I haven't seen Wriggles in a while. Candy, Johnny, Packer. Has anyone else heard of this? Broad bandwidth throttling. Right, and I've looked into it. I've followed the trail. I've done the Google. And it turns out, cheers, 24 hours. It turns out, hello, old oak. It turns out that if you're using, oi, hello, Anglo-Saxon. Evening, young man. I got a good feeling. Well, I'm not sure it's going to live up to this morning's, because that was freaking awesome. And I have to say, thank you for the donation. I have to say that you lot were so on form, and that is really what made it. I'm not taking credit for this. There's a bit of back and forth, of course. I am the maitre d' to an extent. I will take a little bit of credit. But the streams have just been really good for the last few weeks. But this morning's was a real blast, and you were very generous as well, Anglo-Saxon. That's very kind of you to chuck another one in. Let me get this grift out of the way. Yeah, hi. But we got some fun things to talk about. We got some silly things to talk about, and we'll chat to each other. Yeah, this is what I've heard. Listen to this, people. This is mind blowing. If you're using up too much bandwidth, they throttle you. They fuck you up a bit. And then I went to a site that said, what causes your internet service provider to throttle your bandwidth? Streaming, downloading. All right, so 4 hours streaming a day. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I'm currently on one that the speed tests is about 20 with a ping of about 100. My one, speed test, 100, upload, 100, download. Try and go on it. Some things don't even load. Telegram videos won't load. Facebook videos won't load. It's really weird. So I'm going to get the bloke round here. I'm going to show him the speed test. Then I'm going to show him on the computer, because this is what someone said do. They said, get them round, do the speed test, and there's another one called a health check. So you do a speed test and a health check, and then say, well, why is that not uploading then? And then when they go, it's your computer, do it on your phone, which also doesn't work. And my router, right, is there. See the aerials just next to my boots there? See that? That's my router. That's my bedroom, right? That door. My phone won't work in there. What, one room away? It used to. Fine. Not anymore. Not on my actual internet. So I think they're throttling me. Now, and well, Honey Monster, this was what they said, use a VPN. So I've done that, and it said use a VPN that's close to your country, so otherwise it will slow it down too much. So Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam were my options. Then I've done a speed test, 14. This is Nord. This isn't some like freebie. This is Nord VPN, 14 upload speed. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I think, well, you know, is this working all right for now? If it goes a bit sketchy later, I'll change it. Okay, that could take a long time. I don't do it, do I? I know you're joking and that, but I packed it in. Too much pate. Right, Jeff, I've read about this, but I don't know enough about it to do it. I don't know. I've got a mate. If Mark went for the dentist, but he might be able to tell me how to sort that out. It's the gigahertz thing, isn't it? Everyone's on 2.5 or something. So okay, just hit the top of the box, yeah, with the coat hanger in the back. I think I've still got an Ethernet lead. All right, that's a good try. I'll check that out. Hello, Rusky. Nice to see you, mate. Yeah, this morning. Right, let me get. I want to say some things, but I think we'll probably get 100 people here today, so I'll let a few more people turn up. A bit of confusion. I put a photo in the community tab this morning. It was of a glass of water, 5 kilos of pure silver, 999 sterling. A few suspect-looking little wraps, a syringe, and a spoon. The photo's 10 years old, but I thought it was an interesting photo. Oh, because it's got my glasses in it as well. That was in my flat in Rupert Street. And, you know, when I'm... Oh, cool. People over there walking... Oh, they're walking a dog on the roof. They're walking a dog on the roof of someone else's house. Well, why not, I suppose, if that's what the dog wants to do. I thought it'd be an interesting photo, but it would appear a few people got the ump. And also, I mean, that's all right. I mean, what are you going to do? But I got a couple of emails from people saying, oh, yeah, I tried to leave a comment on the community tab, and it said this photo might contain images that might upset or offend. Are you willing to take that risk? Words to that effect. Fucking hell, what? I mean, the irony of a syringe. You can't go on the internet without seeing a syringe. All I see is people telling me that I should get a syringe or 3. Jesus. So I got a shot of it. It was too much hassle. Yeah, that's 5 kilos. I had loads of them. We won't go into how I got hold of them, but I ended up having to pay off the bloke. You know, the bloke I walked up to the yoga room with, thinking I was going to get a bullet in the back of the head. I gave them to him in the end because I had to pay him off somehow. So it was like, well, bang goes the silver bullion. Do you know what I mean, Tito? It was shocking. Absolutely shocking. A few more tunes come in. The Scrubs Music Festival is going to be awesome. Tito, I've done it. I do it every day. Maybe that's a problem. I don't know, but I'm going to get him round. I'm not paying for a service that's, I'm not even on it. Right, I'm going to go on it now. I will disappear for a couple of seconds. Right, now I'm thinking that's not as good. Anyone, is there any difference so far? I mean, let's give it a go. I've only got a couple of videos to watch. I've got an article that's very interesting, though. Very interesting article. Yeah, I do notice that as well. everyone knows what to do. But in fairness, Ian, I was asking, why is that doing that? I shouldn't be able to hear that. What? How the hell was I hearing that? It's the same. Okay, that's good. All right. Well, we'll just run with it. But yeah, this morning was so much fun. I mean, you can't have them like that all the time. Why is that? Come on. What the hell is going on here? Right, let me get this entropy pinned, and then we can get the grift out of the way, and then we can have a laugh. I'm so excited. We've got the yoga stream, yoga, in like 2 days. It's nearly the weekend, people. Wake up tomorrow. It's weekend eve. I mean, that is just, that's it. You're there. It's the weekend. You're there. I'm a bit worried I haven't seen Alan in a couple of days. I mean, he had a couple of days off work over the weekend. You can wear whatever you want, man. Just, it's going to be about peace and love. So just chill, brother. Chill, brother. All right, Plastic African. Good to see you. Just Agista. Apart from that, there you go. Same joke. Planet X, wait. I got a nice delivery today of 9 printed pages from Rulers, all about the coof and the X. One titled Axonators on Tour. Are you joking me? All about mobile vaccine centres. I mean, the adverts I've seen, thanks Planet X Hunter, good to see you, mate. The adverts I've seen are, and this is no mistake, are for children. But they're not for children. They're for an infantile mentality, aka leftist mentality. They're not for critically aware people. They're not for people who are critical. They're like, hello, like cartoons. And you're like, I think this might be a little bit more serious. Either way, wherever you stand on it. I haven't got a position on it. At the moment, I don't really need to. But I have got a belief in freedom of choice. Dare I say, my body, my choice. But putting out cartoons, yay! Then we can all go out and play, but you can't. Hey, what? I am just so absolutely blown away by the endless contradictions of it all. I've got to show you this little video. I didn't plan this. This is where the internet might go, but I have got to show you. It's from one of my favorite streamers. It's your friend and mine, Salty Cracker. But Mr. William Gates turns up. I'm not going to show the whole thing because it's 8 minutes long, but you'll see enough of it. It's very bizarre. What's done me is just these endless contradictions. I mean, is this naive of me? But is this just been a ton? Give me a 1 in the chat, right? If you think, I'm sure you think other things about it as well. But has this just been a tumbling mess of contradictions? One day, this is what you need to do. Next day, that doesn't work. Next day, no, it does work. No, next day, you've got to do 2. No, next day, no, this is it. No, but if you get this, that happens. But if you get that, this doesn't happen. But that won't happen if you do this. But that will happen if you don't do this. But this will happen. Go back to what I said originally, because that doesn't do what I said it would do. Next time I said this won't happen. Yes, so many ones. And this is what Thingy Bob, Adam Curtis said in Bitter Lake. Adam Curtis, he's not. I'm not a fan, but his documentary Bitter Lake kind of made this point that it isn't really a question of propaganda in the traditional sense of telling you what to think and telling you what to believe. In the information age, where the mainstream media is realizing it's losing its grip on the narrative, on the hegemony, aka hegemony, pronounce it as you will, they go into, you know what, there's an incredible, it was Dennis Menace, who knows his stuff in his field, who told me that I was always led to believe, right, that when they give hyperactive kids, hyperactivity doesn't exist, when they give really bored kids who are going out of their mind because they're in a feminized education system and they're full of curiosity and a need and a desire to get working with objects, when they give them Ritalin, I was led to believe that it was treat like with like. So they're all quite sort of, so they give them speed and like with like. But Dennis said to me, no, it's far worse than that. What it does is the Ritalin overloads them. So they're already going crazy. They're sitting in that class. They're bored to death like I was. They've done all the work. It's 5 minutes into the class. I've now got to sit here for an hour doing nothing, which is when, of course, you start causing trouble, and then you get in trouble, and then you start getting attention, then you're hyperactive. Oh. Now, what the Ritalin actually does is it shuts you down because it overactivates your brain, overstimulates your brain till your brain says, no, can't cope, I'm shutting down. And then little Johnny, it was perfectly normal. It was nothing to do with this explosion of mental health that is the bullshit that is the world of psychiatry. Nothing to do with that. He was the kids in school who cause problems and want to get out and throw things at people, they're the ones who are healthy. They're the ones who want to go and learn by through experience, through activity, through dynamics, through curiosity. Not just sitting there reading a fucking book that means nothing to them and teaches them nothing. They're the healthy ones, but they're the one. Oh no, you've got a mental problem. You've got mental health experts need to come in, and what we're going to do, we're going to overload you. Right. So take that idea of an individual being overloaded with Ritalin. So his actual natural and healthy response to being shut in a classroom when he's 5 years old in a feminized education system, take that and then look at it in the macro. It's much the same thing. That's how they're treating us. So we're all going, well, hang on a minute. Whoa, because we're healthy, we're thinking critically, we're looking at different things and thinking, whoa, this doesn't add up. This doesn't make sense. So what do? They overload you. It's like Ritalin. The MSM is does to the masses, to the proletariat, much the same as Ritalin does to the kid with a mental problem. With he's a hyperactive, he's got ADHD, and it's the same thing. So they just give you this. You got to do this. You got to do this. Don't do that. This. In the end, you just sort of go, fuck it. And, a lot of us are in I haven't got a mortgage to pay. I haven't got 3 kids running around needing attention. I haven't got a wife, etc., etc. But imagine you have got all those responsibilities and, you've just had your hours cut or, they're getting in cheap immigrant labor. They wouldn't do that. Oh, not in Europe. No, of course they wouldn't. And life becomes so complicated. And then on top of that, you're being told 1 thing, 2 things, 2 plus 2 equals 7. Remember we told you yesterday, what 7? We didn't say that. We said 1 plus 1 equals 4. What? 4 plus 7? No, there's no 11s. 11, you silly thing. No, that's 10 minus 2 plus 4. What? No, that's 12. Don't say 12. It's 4. We told you that before. 7, remember? That was last week. But no. What? Yeah, but he said it on record, on video. No, he was talking about something else. What? Who was? It's the same bloke. No, he was a doctor. Who? What? I didn't even ask about a doctor. What? Who's running the place? What? Him? And it's the same thing. This is what Adam Curtis says in Bitter Lake. It overloads you. And when all that information overloads you, you shut down. You just go, fuck it. And that is when you've lost. That is when you've lost. And that is the start of an actual mental health issue, because you can no longer critically evaluate your environment. And that is the evolution of the species. Being able to critically evaluate your environment. Basic Darwin. Those able to adapt the fastest will survive. And to adapt at speed, you have to be able to critically understand and analyze your environment. And when you're overloading, you can't do that. Well, you know, we're talking about survival here. Exactly, Isaac. So people start going crackers. And why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Because they live in a world that lies and cheats. They live in a world that bullshits them, and at their cost. Oh, you just worked 7 days this week. Well, just give us 30% of that. Well, what are you going to use it for? Well, fuck all. We're going to just spend it ourselves because we're different to you. We're the elites. We're celebrities. We have power. Yeah. There you go. Alphabet Cat recommends Adam Curtis's documentary Hypernormalization. Yeah, Bitter Lake's also worth a watch. I'll tell you what, we'll watch a little bit of Bitter Lake. We'll watch a little bit of Bitter Lake. I mean, I'm a bit suspect about Adam Curtis in some respects, but Bitter Lake is worth a watch. I doubt I'll manage to find a bit in it that sums up what I've just said, but it is worth. I mean, it's like nearly 2.5 hours long, but let's just watch a couple of minutes from the intro, and maybe I'll put the link in the chat. Maybe it'll be something you'll be interested in watching a bit later. So this is Adam Curtis. He's a documentary filmmaker. You know what? He reminds me very much of the Iconoclast, actually, the way he makes videos. Can someone give me a sound check, please? Because I want to know that you can hear it. We're only going to watch about 2.5 minutes. Oh, and before we start, what's interesting is to tell the story of this sort of information tsunami that means we can no longer be critically aware of our environment. My words, not his, but that's my kind of summary of what Bitter Lake is about. He uses Afghanistan. You know, he tells the story of Afghanistan and how it's changed in like 50, 60 years. It's quite the documentary. So here we go. Sound check, please.
Increasingly, we live in a world where nothing makes any sense.
Well, there's me saying I doubt I'd be able to find a bit that sums up what what I'm saying. But if that doesn't nail it, there you go. Thank you, Packer. Thank you, Anglo-Saxon. Cheers, Rags. Here we go. Right, 2.5 minutes, no more. Maybe less.
Increasingly, we live in a world where nothing makes any sense. Events come and go like waves of a fever.
I mean, that's quite a bold thing to say at the beginning of a 2.5 hour film. We live in a world where nothing makes sense. That's not beating about the bush. That's his opening gambit. He's absolutely gone for that. I know I'm going to play it again, but if you're gonna start a movie, and it's a 2.5 hour documentary. With that, you've got to go and prove it, and he does. Right, last time, I won't stop it again unless I have to, which I will.
Increasingly, we live in a world where nothing makes any sense. Events come and go like waves of a fever, leaving us confused and uncertain. Those in power tell stories to help us make sense of the complexity of reality. but those stories are increasingly unconvincing and hollow.
Excuse me, I'm lost.
This is a film about why those stories have stopped making sense, and how that led us in the West to become a dangerous and destructive force in the world. It is told through the prism of a country at the center of the world, Afghanistan.
And there you see why I'm a bit dubious about Adam Curtis with that last bit, but continue. Not Afghanistan, the bit before it.
Who are you?
This is Afghanistan, people, on the screen. Helmand, 1953, look. Look, that's Afghanistan, 100%. That's what you come here for. You ain't gonna get that anywhere else. There you go, people. Adam Curtis, Bitter Lake. I'll put the link in the chat. What is that noise? It's definitely worth a watch. It is all about that information overload. It's that macro Ritalin that they've tranced us out with. Cheryl Peters, thank you for the 10-bit. Can I get a soft tickle without the shock? Right. No one else look. You ready, Cheryl? Hands going under the table. Thank you, Cheryl. Very kind. Right, let me get that grift sorted anyway. Hang on a minute. What? Joe Undead Cookie Monster, how dare you come in here unavatared and without a comment, helping the grift along before it's even been started. Peace. Hoi. Right, all right there. You can do super chats like these three lovely people already have. I think Anglo chucked one in, Joe Undead Cookie Monster and Cheryl. That, thank you, Joe. That is in the, that's a $sign. The paying mantis. Did you want one more like that, Cheryl? Which is the $sign under the chat. Entropy is, I think, linked in the top of the chat. Rags, can you confirm that? Steady. It was just between me and Cheryl, that one. Rags, is the entropy linked at the top of the chat? I don't know if I've done it. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's all going wrong. What's happening? Oh, we had a laugh this morning. We did have a laugh. I'm a bit, you know, oh, it is there. Lovely, thank you. Right, or entropy, link in the description or at the top of the chat. It's the pinned comment. You can also join the channel. Link in the description. And then in about a week, we'll be having the private streams for the people who've joined the channel. There's three price strata. I think it's £1 or $1, $3 or $4, $6 or $7. So join them and you'll get in those private streams and we have a hell of a laugh because everyone comes on the screen and we have a little bit of a party. It's not like this. It's like loads of us. There's loads of squares on the screen. And I sort of take a sit back and all the scrubs get to know each other. They're nice. They're good. And obviously, the higher the strata, the less people there is. So it's a little bit more intimate. Oh, yeah. Cash for intimacy. Welcome to the world. Anyway, loads of lovely people turning up. Got 100 people in here. Hello, Vincent. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, RMF. Yeah, I think that last one where they were dancing around was the Ukraine, wasn't it? But yeah, it was good when I said that is Afghanistan, 100%. London, 1953. Hello, Packer. 42. Right. Someone sent me something. Let me go and just check this out. I've got to, I said I'd mention it, so I should really mention it. Then I can delete the bloody email. Right, people. Little thing that Rufus, are you here, son? And you might be interested in this 42. And your other half, is she in here? I think I've already said hello to her. Is Rufus in? Oh, well. Hello, Paul. Is the young man Barkley here? Or maybe it's a different Barks. Oh, there he is. I don't know. Look, that's another person who hasn't got an avatar. I wonder if that's my computer. I don't know. Right. So Rufus, bless him. Are you here, son? Hello, mate. So let's have a look at this. Rufus sent me something kind of interesting. He said this. Hello, Chris. Been loving the streams. Just thought I'd pop by and tell you about my new hobby. That being stealth camping. Stealth camping. So it's not the glamping of 42 and Emma. I've just ordered a shed load of stuff for outdoor survival. I thought the scrubs might appreciate some help with this where I can. My inspiration has come from a Canadian guy. Oh, hang on, people. Come on, internet. Do your best. Right, okay. A Canadian guy called Steve Wallace. He camps pretty much anywhere and he can get away with minimal gear. It's a great channel and very funny too. He hasn't been caught yet and we're all waiting to see if he does. Well worth a sub. Now, I will show you a little bit of this geezer's channel. If my internet can handle it. Hang on. I'll just show you a little bit and then I'll read your roof. Shush, will you, mate? I'll tell you when I want you to speak. Right. So this is the fella Rufus is talking about. Stealth camping. As far as I can work out, it's bare bones camping. Mousecat, remember I told you when I went to Holland with my mate and I met up with that model? I've done a video about falling in love with her. We woke up on a roundabout in a tent. Well, it was more of a bivouac, really. Few empty cans of beer. Great being 17. But so let's have a little look at what he's got to say, and then I'll read you out Rufus's list. But if this might be, you know, if you want to look, I've been doing some questions in the chat, in the community poll recently. By the way, people who've turned up recently, the photo of the gold bar and the syringe was 10 years old. I thought you'd get that, but people have been getting warnings, so I thought I'd better take it away. But people, I've been asking if you're happy with your life. I've been asking things like who's in control of your life, what stops you doing new projects, and something like stealth camping, which I've had a look at, obviously, is it's the sort of thing you might just think, fuck it, I'm going to go away for a weekend and I'm going to keep in the woods for a couple of nights. Just test yourself, get out of your comfort zone, do something different. Because when you do things different, you grow, you change. It can be a struggle, but change and growth is the best things about life. So let's have a look at this. Sound check, someone, please. Oh, better get it on the screen first. So we'll only watch a minute or so of the intro because there's I'll link you to the playlist of all his videos.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Camping with Steve. I am going to do an urban stealth camping tonight. It snowed, it's looking pretty wintry around here. I'm going to slither into that valley over there and we're going to camp out for the night. Hopefully undetected. As soon as the power of darkness comes, I can get in there a lot less detected. So let's go camping.
So basically, he's just doing it on the sly. You know, he's not asking anyone. And this is what me and my mate done when we went on that cycling tour of Europe. You know, we didn't ask anyone for permission. We just turned up in the cover of night, put up our bivvy, slept there, and then fucked off before the sun came up. We never paid a penny for any camping. what's the fucking point? So here we go.
I had to move a little further into the woods because the spot I had picked out, somebody was already set up there. I saw their shopping cart and everything. So
Hello,
I'm going to set up
Toby.
a shelter first here because it's chilling off fast, and tonight should be about minus
Thank you for the
18 Celsius, which will be, I'll do the math. Sorry, I can't just do it in my head. But yeah, very, very first thing, I got to get a bit of a shelter set up here because that's the only thing that's going to save me. It's getting colder as we speak.
So he just say it's minus 18, but look, he's got it all in one rucksack. He's got everything he needs.
I'm going to try to be as quick and quiet as I can here because...
And then a few minutes later, he's in his tent. Look.
Could be nice. Oh, some tropical trail mix. Little strawberry jam.
So you get the idea. I'll link you to that entire playlist, and there's what, 31 videos. So there's the link in the chat. Don't do the off now, obviously, but that's the link. It's the big long one. It's a playlist. There's 31 videos of him and his stealth camping. Now this is what Rufus said, that he's, because Rufus is already on it, and these are things that he's got or he's got on order. Ready? Small LED light, Stanley knife, screwdrivers, random wood to burn and for tarp housing, a big ball of string, extra long matches. You can also get windproof matches, which are pretty good. Newspaper. He's got a tarp, camouflaged and waterproof, which is great for bivvies and that. He's got a 3-in-1 multifunctional rain poncho tarp. It's a waterproof raincoat or a sunshade tarp, or a tent, ground and sheet mat. He's ordered a steel shafted hand axe, small hand saw, leather gardening gloves, a flat barbecue, or you can use a hexi burner. Military hexi burner is brilliant. It's like it folds up to about that big, and you open it up. It's got a firelighter in it, and you just put your kindling and that, and a bit of newspaper, light the little firelighter, and you get about 6 of them in it, and then you've just got a fire, and you can cook on it. And some paracord, 100 meters of real paracord, which is good for anything. So nice one, Rufus. People, this is an idea. You could, if you're sitting around thinking, I'm sick of my life being the same old thing, go and camp. You could probably get all the stuff you need to camp out in the spring or summer. You could probably get it all for about 50 quid. I reckon. You can go on eBay. You can go, you can find this stuff. You can even go to those free, I think there's one on Facebook. It's like a free place. People just giving shit away. If you can drive to their house, they'll give you it. And I've seen loads of decent canvas tents on those. So there's things you can do. Interesting. Well, nature's toilet roll. It grows. You just got to do that sort of doggy walk down the slope. Well, you've got to be careful of them. If you're in America, get a concealed carry license. You'll be all right. Oh, no. I have had some of the greatest times of my life camping, alone as well as with friends and with girlfriends. I took my really posh girlfriend once on a proper, it wasn't stealth camping, but it wasn't a campsite, but it was bare bones, she couldn't believe it. But we had such a laugh down this beautiful little spot, just down by a river, right in deep Kent it was, down near Goudhurst. Mushroom season. It would appear we've stumbled upon a field that's full of psilocybin mushrooms. I didn't know they'd be here. And had a wonderful time. It's great fun. Crusher Great did some wild camping at Northfleet Beach. I know exactly. Insect bites have scarred me for life. Yeah, I'm not going to have that from Northfleet when I live in Cambodia. I'm gonna let insect bites be relative, okay? Yeah, look at that. Marzipan used to go free camping all the time before he had to look after his old man. And it's great fun, isn't it, Ian? It's great fun. And also, if you go on your own, And look, I'd like to pretend it was otherwise, but I probably wouldn't go alone if you're a woman. I'm just saying that. That's just a fact of life. But you learn so much about yourself when you're on your own for like 24, 30, 36, 48 hours. You learn a lot about yourself when you're having to turn your phone off, take it with you for emergencies, but off. No fucking Telegram and all that. You learn a lot about yourself because there's nothing to do. Once you've set your thing up, once you've got your fire going, made a cup of tea, made some nice English fry up, then it's just you in the outdoors. And you start thinking, about your past and your future. And it's incredible. It's a really beautiful time. I advise it. I really advise it. I don't know this country well enough to know whether I could get away with it. There's snakes, poisonous snakes, and God knows what else. Animals I didn't even know existed. But in England, you're going to be fine, absolutely fine. Find a nice spot in the woods, tie a tarp up between a few trees. I've got something else about tying things up between trees in a minute. And put your tent under it. And just making your own food and that, wonderful. You can even go and make some little snares and catch yourself a rabbit and cook yourself up a rabbit. I've done that with some do-as-you-likeys once. It was horrible. There you go, a couple of cans of super teas. You got to have some beer. I think that's in fairness, yeah. Jack camped on Dartmoor, amazing, just with tarps and a bivvy. Yeah. I think time of year really in England. I don't know. Adele, you about, love? What, Tito, are you not going stealth camping until Adele's python's been found? But good call, Rufus. That was a lovely suggestion of things that people can do. Yeah, and what the next step is catching your own food. Yeah, and then you don't have to do as you've proven with that. You don't have to do it all at once. First time you go out with some bacon and some sausages, a few eggs in your bag. But then next time you might be able to catch a bit of your own food. Wood pigeon, no problem. Easy to prepare. Fish, go and catch some fish. Nice. If you can get something nice, you got to be careful with some river fish because they taste like the bottom of a river. There's some river fish that they have to put in clear water for a few days to clean the flesh of the stench. I remember I had pike once and river carp. No thanks. No, it's nice. It's not exactly the trout I was hoping for. Anglo-Saxons dropped another Lady Godiva. Oh dear, my friend. I drove 200 miles to go camping and forgot to take the tent. So was that 100 miles there and 100 back, or 400 miles round trip? Or did you find a local tent shop and buy one? That isn't a nice story. It's kind of funny though, getting there, opening the boot and going, fuck. Nice one, Anglo-Saxon. Thank you very much. You've been very generous lately. Scrubs are. Let me just check my entropy. I've got to refresh it. Bosh. Sorry about this. Right, I've got some cracking clips to show you and a couple of cracking ideas. Nice one for that donation, Anglo-Saxon. Yeah, imagine pulling a trout out. You can go trout tickling. Get under there, a little bit of me and Cheryl. Then just gotcha. Yeah, but they're not going to approach you. I don't think you're going to have too much trouble with deer. Unless you start sniffing around the females, then you're going to get a stag come visit your casino. Yeah, exactly that. I've got a mate, actually. He's just come into a bit of money. And when I say a bit, I'm talking millions. and they've just bought like a place down in Cornwall with a lake, and he's just made a load of raised beds for blueberry bushes, and they're planting loads of cherry trees. It's lovely. He sent me a picture of him in a digger, like getting it all done. Lovely turnout for him. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have thought, if you'd have seen him 10 years ago, you wouldn't have thought. But he's made it. 120 people in, absolutely lovely. Look out for those sticklebacks. Oh, it just tastes so awful. It just tastes like a smelly old lake. That's the problem with it. But yeah, I mean, I didn't cook it or kill it, so I can't comment on the bones. Moz Lab on the firm. Wriggles, you're not Wriggles. Well, I haven't seen Paul Riggs for ages. Used to come in here. Anyway, well, that's what I said. Alphabet Cat. Riggs says this: me and the missus went camping at a site while everyone else there were eating their cornflakes. We had a proper. Oh yeah. I've been on the other side of that though. I've been there with my cornflakes, with my powdered milk. And I can smell the smoked bacon just crawling up my nose, thinking, nah, fuck off. Do you have to cook that while I'm not really eating anything? It was, my cornflakes was simply a sugar vehicle. Good call. Marzipan loves a wild raspberry. I'll take a raspberry wherever. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I know a few of them. Soon goes though, you'll be surprised. Well, that's not far off this story I've just told you. But there you go. Tricky Who says carp meat tastes sweet. Well, I had river carp, so I'm not talking common or mirror. This was river carp, and it didn't taste sweet. It tasted like river. That was the problem with it. And as much as we tried to put curry powder and all that in it, it tasted like stagnant river. It tasted like it was a tench. But anyway, Tricky Who, it would appear, had a different experience. He says this: carp meat tastes sweet, just not enough meat to bone ratio. We fill up the boat with it and sell it to blags who barbecue it. Okay, what's a blag? I thought a blag was a con, a hustle. But there you go. Yeah, Moslab, how was it out in the old Sherman? Oh my lord! How many rounds did you actually shoot? Did you have it on automatic? 125 people in, lovely. Well, that's what my experience is, RMF. Although, like I say again, it was river carp. So, okay, I've done myself right up. See you later, channel. Thanks, mate. LC350, my old man. Well, that's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, tastes like dirt. Yeah. My old man used to go down to Deal. Do you know Deal in Kent? And they'd go and get, I think it was congers or morays. They'd go fishing for conger eels. Is it congers or morays down there? I can't remember. I was only about 8. Fucking massive things though, huge, like about Adele's python kind of size. And then they'd get them home, chop the heads off, and sell them to the fishmongers. I mean, we were skint, obviously, and they'd get like a £5 for one. And if you get like 5 of them, that's 25 quid. And back in that would have been 1978, and 25 quid was my dad's weekend drinking money. Bye. Thanks for the nothing. But yeah. No, exactly. They're congers, aren't they? Absolutely. Yeah, Ted, there's a man who knows. You ever caught a conger eel, Ted? I mean, he was out there trying to catch conger eels. That's because he had the fence. He had someone he could sell them to. There was no point in pulling anything else out of the water. I mean, although I suppose if you're selling to fishmongers, they'll probably take pretty much anything off you. I think he bought a skate home once and it gave me nightmares. Fucking thing was huge. I don't like skate. English people in the chat. English people, well, British people really, but it's going to be English. 1 for yes to jellied eels, 2 for no to jellied eels. 1 for yes to jellied eels, 2 for no. For people who don't know what jellied eels are, I will show you. I'll see if I get some footage rather than a picture. They're a traditional East London food. It's basically eel that's been killed and boiled. I think they're boiled, and then put in aspic jelly. I actually quite like them. I'm putting a 1 in for that. So let's have a look at some traditional London fare. Now, whoa. Now, my history might be a bit wrong. I assume it's traditional London. There might be a further story, but we only got jellied eels when we went up the East End, down Bethnal Green High Street. What is it with the old East Enders? They put H's where they don't exist and they drop them where they're meant to be. Up the East End, down Bethnal Green High Street. Let's have a look at some jellied eels and ask yourself, is this your kind of breakfast? Welcome to London, kids. Sound check someone right up, because you don't get it in a bowl like that. You get it in like a little styrofoam cup. You know, it's not like in a bowl like breakfast. It's a little styrofoam cup. And, you know, presentation is quite something. But let's have a look at a bit more nonetheless. Look at Pizzle. Cheers, Lomax. There you go. Evening, officer. How can I help you? And in fairness, anything out of Billingsgate has been caught that day. You know, that's been caught that day. It's gone to Billingsgate, from Billingsgate to the restaurant. Lovely. Absolutely fresh as you like. It's good time. If you can get to Billingsgate Fish Market about 7 o'clock in the morning, you can get some absolutely incredible deals. Well, there you go. Look, he can fuck off. He just said they've been farmed from Holland. Now, this is obviously what happens with changing global markets, because when I was 7 years old, they weren't farmed from Holland. They were pulled out of the water in Deal in Kent. Now, the next one we're going to go for, and I think I've already seen a few of them in the chat. Another classic London dish. Now, I used to live on Old Ford Road, which is parallel with Roman Road. And we had 2 pie and mash shops, and I miss it so much. So people who are not from England or Britain, but it's London really, pie and mash is a traditional London food. It's mashed potato, usually with a bit of parsley in it, and then you've got a pie, and then you have the liquor, which is a gravy. And nowadays you can go into like the Ivy, which is one of the, you know, a right posh celebrity haunt in London, and pay like 50 quid for a pie and mash. Even when I was living in Bethnal Green in 97, we were only paying £4 for a pie and mash on Roman Road. So let's have a look at a bit of pie and mash. You might recognise it from the opening of Quadrophenia when he goes in the shop and he goes, "Hello, love, do us a pie and mash, plenty of liquor." Here we go. 1 in the chat if you like pie and mash. 2 if you're not a fan. I love it. I miss it. We used to get round there all the time. Because you get a pie and mash, basically. Mashed potato, pie and mash for 4 quid. Go on, son. Give us another one. Oh, I was so chuffed to see the ones. It's wonderful. Oh, hang on a minute. It done me up again. Here we go. Let's have a look at a bit of pie and mash.
Long before the cheeseburger, it was here in London that a more British fast food was invented. We're not talking about fish and chips. This is pie and mash, a simple dish of
gorgeous.
a beef pie and mashed potatoes served with a liquor sauce made with fresh parsley.
There you go, gorgeous.
You'll traditionally find this dish served up in one of the many pie shops that dot working-class parts of the city.
That's it.
But they're fighting.
That's it, Kelly and Sons. Yeah, they've got them all over London, but it weren't that one. It was the other one. Hang on. They showed you my one. Hang on.
A simple dish of a beef pie and mashed potatoes served with a liquor sauce made with fresh parsley.
It's Kelly's.
You traditionally find this dish served up in one of the many pie shops that dot working-class parts of the city. But they're fighting for survival, and the families who run them are working hard to keep this Cockney classic alive.
Look at that!
The difference between a good pie and a bad pie. Good ingredients first. If you haven't got that, it's trying to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
I'm so...
Which doesn't really work. So you must have the good ingredients, and then you have...
It's like trying to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Oi, Moslab, you leave it out. When you get over to England, I'm going to take you down for pie and mash and jelly deals for afters. Oh, hang on a minute. It would appear. Hang on, where's that gone? And as much as I knock my mum's cooking, she can make a good pie and mash, I have to say. Yeah. Hello, Act 61. I didn't know you were about. All right, son. Okay, that's your one. Lovely, though, eh? Nice to see you. Willow. The eel population of the UK is down 98%. Well, my old man was dragging them out of deal in about 78. So there you go. And why is that? Overfishing from the Europeans? Willow, do you know why? Ted might know why as well. Anyone know why the eel population is down? Nice one, Willow. Thanks for drawing attention to that. And thanks for the donation. Muchos appreciato. Oh, it would appear I've also missed an entropy. And the poor lady always seems to miss them, so I can't be doing that. Cannot be doing that. Little bit of a workaround. I am absolutely gagging for a pie and mash. I haven't managed to be able to find a decent pie in a supermarket out here, because if I could make the liquor sauce a piece of piss, and obviously I can make mashed potato. But Chris it. Fart and tart and tay kind of day. Happy first day of autumn. All right, Chrissy, let me have some water and I'll give you an absolute bruiser. I'm going to fart and tart and tay you like a beagle. Ready? Fart and tart and tay. No, the neighbours love me around here. They see me speaking to myself 4 hours a day. Going. It's not quite that fast, though. I don't know why it was that fast. Maybe because they're really slow. It's a time warp. Right, let's have a look a bit more of this. What? I didn't press that button. Thank you, Chrissy. Appreciato. Let's have a little bit more of this, because I like hearing his accent. And he said it's like making a silk purse out of sow's ear. Hit it.
You have to make it properly. You have to make it as it should be. So it's got plenty of meat, a nice drop of juice in it, good short crust pastry.
Did you see that? Little shower of fat.
You have to make it as it should be. So it's got plenty of meat, a nice drop of juice in it, good short crust pastry. And then
they do look good, though.
In a bloody good oven. And Bob's your uncle, you'll end up with good pie.
Nice.
Pie houses first opened offering cheap but wholesome food in...
Let's see if we can actually see some, because I'm hungry now and I want to see one. Don't want to hear about your stupid... Now, these days, it's the young hipsters in Shoreditch who are eating them.
20 left.
Oh,
All of
come
whom
on,
have
man.
to find new ways to adapt to survive.
Oh,
We now do a
Two
vegan pie. I
pies.
tweaked it so it's vegan now.
tweaked
They can
it.
actually
Just
come
took
in
the
and eat
meat
with their
out.
friends, which is nice.
Social media's played a big part in
Oh,
spreading
that
the
looks
magic of
amazing. Oh, so does that, in fairness. That last one looks incredible.
Social media's played a
Oh, look at that. Fucking hell. You can say what you want about English cooking, you bastards. That looked amazing. I'm so hungry. Oh, it would appear... right, where were we? Nice one, Packer. I want pie and mash, but I'm in Lincolnshire. Can't even get a light and bitter. Yeah, I want a pie and mash. Did you see that geezer go for 2 pies? I've never seen that before. Yeah, in the Ivy, really, pie and mash in the Ivy, 50 quid. What? How many do I get? Is that for like take home for the extended family? 130 people watching. Hello to people over there on Twitch as well. John said this. Googled eel population, problem of illegal trade, Europe's rivers due to pollution and development, including the turbine blades of turbine blades of hydropower plants that kill hundreds of thousands of eels annually. And the reason I interrupted then, John, I went, is because I can remember when we used to climb up that. Remember I was telling you the other day, climbing up the turbine blades. Down the bottom of that, all the baby eels would be there. You'd be up to your fucking knees in, like, we used to call them bootlace eels. They're little tiny ones, but they were just the babies. And obviously they're going to get taken up those turbines. And yeah, it's not like a salmon swimming back upstream to spawn. It's like a wonder wheel to hell. Our pal says 4 quid ain't cheap. I'll tell you what, it fucking is when you're paying the rents on Roman Road in EC1, or that'd be E1 actually. What was my postcode? E1. Yeah, some of the most expensive real estate in the world. 4 quid, you're doing all right. You can't get a pint round there for less than a £5. Jesus. Yeah, no, without a doubt. I mean, I will do the jelly deals, but... you know, it's a bit of a novelty, sort of let's eat jelly deals because we're tripping sort of thing. But pie and mash, I'd eat it now. Don, the other end of Roman Road, though, I think it's because I was on. I'm talking up by Cambridge Heath Road, not down the other end of Bow. I know there are pie and mash shops down that end, but I'm talking up by Cambridge Heath Road, up by Bethnal Green High Street, and £4 was great, mate. Yeah, no, without a doubt, it was good. It was good stuff. Jimmy's super chat. Jimmy. Hello, Skin Scar. Didn't see you there, mate. Where's Jimmy's super chat? I can't see it. I'll have to drag it out of the entropy. Jimmy, sorry about that, mate. I will have to put it up on the entropy, but that's all right because there's another one in there, so I can do a quick double a bubble. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Marcus. Yeah, that's exactly the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I lived on Old Ford Road, which is parallel to Roman Road. You know, Roman Road and the square on Roman Road, that's meant to be where EastEnders was kind of imagined. But if it was there, EastEnders would be an ethnic soap opera now. There'd be one white family. Okay, hang on minutes. Give me minutes. Give me just a couple of seconds, will you, please? And then I'm going to go like that. Bollocks, I fucked that up. Hi, it's what you come here for. It's quality. It's entertainment. It's new. It's fresh. It's exciting. Right, I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to go like that. See, I've got to use 2 keyboards here. One, my keyboard does some things, and the other one does the other things. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I'm still laughing over this morning's stream. If anyone's in here that didn't catch the stream this morning, definitely one to go and watch. It was an absolute blast. I have never seen the Scrubs so on fire. The lot of you had me. I was giggling all the way through my day's work. My day's work was lovely today. I was in such a good mood because it was just so funny. So fair play to you. I know I have over-egged the thank you pudding, but this morning you had me absolutely cracking up. So Hack 61 will only, is it your jellied eels, Hack 61, or your pie and mash? Armants, Walworth Road, next to Manzies on Tower Bridge Road. So people, if you're ever up the Walworth Road and you want a pie and mash, Hack 61 is suggesting Armants. There's a little pie and mash tip. Nice one, Hack 61. Thanks for the 10-bit. Jimmy said, I played hooky from work today. LOL. Jimmy. Right. Nice one. Cheers, Jimmy. Cheers, Act 61. And Willow, you get a second showing. What a bargain. Why was that, Jimmy? I'm getting a bit worried about you because you fell asleep for your stream. You've played hooky, bunked off work. Maybe don't do so many 9-hour streams. Oi, Jimmy, check this out. You know, it gets a bit addictive streaming. I see a geezer playing the accordion. He'd been streaming for 36 hours. And he looked so bored, he was just going... It wasn't like a record it wasn't like a record attempt. I think he's mental. I think he's just nuts. They're cooked, but they're not like fried in any nice spices or anything. I think they're boiled in some kind of brine or something. Yeah, let's find out. Let's absolutely find out. How are jellied eels cooked? Okay. I don't want a video. We've had a look at a video. I know it's aspic jelly, but that picture don't look like the best ones. Yeah, let me show you what. Look at this picture. So this is what it looks like in. The Ivy. This is the one you pay 50 bond for. Look at this one. Looks like it's already been eaten. Here we go. Jellied eels is a traditional English dish that originated in the 18th century, primarily in London's East End. The dish consists of chopped eels boiled in a spiced stock that is allowed to cool and set, forming a jelly. It can be eaten hot or cold. No one eats it hot. No one has it hot. Anyone in the chat ever had jellied eels hot? Nah, man. It's always cold. Stayed up for the link stream on the Hard Bastard last night. Stayed up for the link stream. Hello, Jimmy. It's a bit cryptic for me, that one. I'll give you that for now. Well, I think I said boiled, but I saw boiled and stewed is. They said boiled. It's much the same thing, isn't it? How do you stew something? You cook it in water for ages. And there you go. And no. I think you put the aspic. Aspic comes in sheets. I think you put that in with the water, and then when you pour it out into the cups, when it cools down, it sets. That's what it is. But Hack 61, are you talking about pie and mash up the Walworth Road or jellied eels? He lets people post links and then, okay, I get you. So he has that's why he called it a link stream. I get you. Liam, stewing is boiling with an education. Baz says, Chris, you're an hour too early. You said 18 UK time. It don't matter. We're doing good on the numbers here. It's nice. Oh, okay. Because I'm going to take my missus for some pie and mash when we get to London. That's got to happen. But then I'll take her to Jay Sheiky's and get a crab. Is that a real thing? Oh my days. Is it a main dish? No, that's your dinner. That's your dinner. Pie and mash, that's your main meal of the day. It's not. Are you talking about the eels, though? The eels, no, it's just a snack. It's a snack. Jellied eels is a snack. You have them like if you go to the beach as well or something. Dan the market. Dan the market. Okay. So, what else have I got for you? Right, I've got something quite interesting. So, I'm off to the provinces in I don't really know, Brad. I just fuck it up sometimes. The best thing to do is follow me on Telegram. Link in the description, because what I do is I go live now when it's already running, so that is definitely right. That is John. That is the best one. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if she comes around here. I got my beers in the sideboard there. Let my mother sort it out if she comes around here. That's how you treat your girlfriend. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if she comes around here. I got my beers in the sideboard there. Let my mother sort it out if she comes around here. Right. Anyway. So years ago, about a year ago, I was going to the provinces and we were all discussing what I could buy the children. We love it when you go to the provinces. Never a dull moment. Go to the dentist for a check-up before you go. Don't think my missus didn't say exactly the same thing today, but her English was better. Right. So we were thinking about what to buy them. Now you've got newborn babies, about 5 of them. You've got kids you've got all ages, kids up to about 16. You've got all ages. There's about 40 of them, right? So it's hard to know what to buy. You know, I don't want to buy them sweets and I'll rot your teeth that are already rotten because you ain't got enough money to go to the dentist and all that shit. And they don't know about cleaning their teeth and things. And they do it with a stick occasionally. And then I thought, I know. How about I get them one of these? Oi, I was only pulling your plonker. Oi, check this out. I was thinking, why don't I buy one of these for the provinces? Check it out. A slack line. It's a slack line. They've got plenty of trees and they've got plenty of space, and that'll be fun for all ages.
But I was still far from being confident on the line. Then, instead of looking down at my feet, I tried focusing on the portion of the line in front of me, and I could finally walk the entire length of the line pretty consistently. I was also learning how to keep balance with one foot, which is really important.
So I thought, I'll buy them a slack line. So I've gone on to the internet, and you can get a slack line for about $20. I'll get that. No, John, because you've only got to have them like a foot off the ground. They're not like, like a couple of meters up. They're like a foot off the ground. Oh, come on, you lot. You're sounding like bloody leftists now. It'll be a great fun. Yes, Jeff, exactly that. That's what it is. One end is a carabiner. So you go round the tree and self-lock it, and it's got like a little hoop. And the other end's a ratchet strap to tighten it up. Exactly that. And I thought, what an amazing thing. And then I thought, hang on a minute. I've got enough room in my garden to set one up for me. I thought, I'm a bit old for parkour, but I might set one up out in my exactly area in the gate. Come on, you've got to let kids. They've got Mrs. Me in it. They've got hammocks out there. There's about 7 of them strung up. They all just, the old people laying them and like snooze the afternoons off. You've got to let kids take some risks, for fuck's sake. Come on, we ain't leftists here. So I thought, yeah.
For every time you take a step forward.
And I found them
So I
online,
decided to increase
$20.
its length. The longer the slack.
And they've got that kind of room as well. So they could have one like 30 foot long.
Line, the harder it will be to keep the balance on it. So I checked for a while and I felt that I was getting a little.
And I reckon all of them will enjoy that. Then, so I thought a slack line. And then I thought I might get one because I can do it from the back part. There's palm trees at the back that belong to someone else. I can whack it round because his house is, my garden's here. His house is about 40 foot below me. And his palm trees come right up. And so the tops of his palm trees are like, they cover, you know, my garden, which makes it private. So I can wrap the line round one of his palm trees and then come all the way over to the metal thing that's holding the stairs up. And I've then got a 15-foot slack line in my little garden. So I can ponce around on that, right? So then I look into it a bit further because I was thinking, you know, parkour's taken off, and you know, you get all these things, juggling, skateboarding, unicycles, and people tend to push them to logical conclusions. And I have slacklined before. They used to have them at Glastonbury, and you'd get on them on acid with 1 foot going, "Am I doing it yet, Ronald?" Then I found this, and I thought, oh, this looks quite exciting. Check it. Opa. Try again. Check this. Oh yeah, man. Here we go. Yeah, man. Whoa. Fucking Ada. I'm going to be bouncing like a beagle. Double somersault, back somersault. Whoa, triple somersault. My God. Look at the height they're getting. And I see one bloke do a double somersault and land on the slack line on his feet. And I was like, whoa. So when I take that slack line out to the province and I go, right, in my best Khmer, Daniek Rarute on look here. And they're going to go, oh, man, we would have thought the rich Englishmen. They think we're like Arabs. They think we've all got zillions. Oh, man, the rich barang has bought a bit of fucking strap, a bit of packing strap. And then I go zip, zip, zip with the old ratchet one end. And then I show them that video. I think they're going to go, ah. I reckon that'll be great fun for them all to play on. You know what? They're bored out there. There's not a lot to do. And, you know, with so many of them, there'll be a bit of competition. Who can do the whole distance? Who can start doing a couple of jumps? You know, some people, the first, I've looked into this. I had a busy day at work. Some of them, the first move you learn is jumping onto the slack line. So rather than holding onto the tree like I will be going, no. You actually jump onto it, and that's like, I'll be like, and then when you've mastered that, then you do things like a jump and twist in the air and that. when I show the kids that, look, joking aside, do you think that would be a good thing to get the, you know, they're from like babies to like 15, 16. It will give them something to do. It will help them, you know, develop that. Give me a 1 if you think I should buy a slackline for the kids in the province. Serious question. I do. I think it'll be amazing. The problem with that, though, but trampolines are dangerous. We had a look at G-Tramp on here the other day, you know. Oh, yeah, I think so. I think the ones are good. I think it's better than just getting them. Nice one, Chrissy. I think it's better than just getting them sweets or something. That'll actually help them develop, like, you know, what do you call it? You know, hand-eye coordination, balance, all that sort of stuff. There'll be a competitive spirit going on, and it, you know, it's long term. It's not just some, you know, not some disposable crap. Oh yeah, I bought you a drone each for $4. It'll only work once, then you'll need some new batteries, and then it's fucked anyway. Because, you know, I can't afford to buy them all something worth having. Do you know what I mean? I can't. You know, and how long's that going to take? Oh, I've got to get Tommy. I've got to get his, all different ages, girls and boys. It's like, fucking hell. But just something practical that can cope with the you know, a bit of rain here and there and the sunlight, and they'll be on it. I reckon they'll be on it regularly, because they already do things like that out there. They've got a rope swing over a river. And most days they go up to the rope swing like we did as kids. They go up to it. It's a tow rope hanging from a tree, and they spend hours up there just pinging off the end and doing silly salmons into the water and that. So I think it might be a good idea. I will look into it a bit further. But thank you for the votes of confidence, people, because I think that would be nice for them. LC 50, LC 350. He says, hoi, dragged up on Pie and Mash and Chaz and Dave. There's nothing wrong with that, mate. That's how you should be dragged up. That's how it works. Nice one, LC 350. Hoi, thanks for the lady. Joe, you undead cookie monster, get them too. Tournament and whatnot. I mean, they're only $20 and $40 for, you know, 20 or so kids. That's not bad. You know, that's not bad, is it? And also, actually, that's not a bad idea, because there is so many of them. If there's like 8 of you on it, one of you's not. You're going to be waiting 7 people, aren't you? That's actually a very good point. And you've just paid for it, which makes it even better, because then they won't have to wait so long for each freaking go. Good call, Joe. That's absolutely excellent, you undead cookie monster. Hey, thank you very much for your generous donation as well. Everyone's been generous today. Thank you very much, all of you. I think I still am, yeah. I've just got to get the trainers. I'm going to do 50-year-old man tries parkour for the first time. And I think I will probably end up in hospital. Oh, that's very kind of you, Moslab. I felt like we just had a little bit of a moment back then. I thought, oh, no, I don't want to fall out with Moslab. He's probably got an F-16. Google Earth tonight. I know where that cunt is. Nice one, Moslab. That's very kind of you. Skin Scar says, fuck me, we climb on the rooftops of derelict houses. Yeah, exactly. We used to nick the lead off them. And, you know, come on, kids can get on a slack line. I think it's a good idea. And thank you for the vote of confidence, Scrubs. I think that's a really good idea. A nice one, Joe, you undead cookie monster, for the idea of getting a couple, because that just means they're not waiting so long, because they're not going to get very good at it if they're waiting for like 8 places, but get 2. And then there'll be certain people who don't like it so much. Or maybe get one, see how it goes. And if they're into it, if it gets a lot of use, then buy another one. There you go. Good call. Good call. Thank you, LC350, for that donation. Where are we? I've got a couple more things to show you. I've got something quite interesting, actually. Right. So we saw the slackliners doing all their lark. Right, people. There's a YouTube channel, very successful YouTube channel, got about 600,000 subscribers. I know that a lot of you will know this channel. Give me a 1 in the chat if you watch Mind Smash. It's a channel about combat sports, basically. It's the bloke who starts the videos. Hello. If you've ever seen a fighter, and at the end he always goes, thank you for letting us witness your bravery, your courage, and your strength. Yeah, Jeff knows Mind Smash. Yeah, I like the channel. I've been watching it for years, right? There's a slight delay. I just want to see if anyone else knows Mind Smash. I'd have thought a few scrubs would, because we're into our spiting. I was going to say spiting thoughts. We've got some spiteful thoughts around here. Oh, no one else. Just me and you, Jeff. How peculiar. You do get shocked, don't you? Oh, Toomey's put a song in for the freaking Scrubs Festival. I think we've got enough now. I think that's happening next week. Girlfriend's here, though. Okay, Moslab knows it as well. All right, okay. So there's it. All right, anyway. Now, that's it, Bullet. Bullet 5. I've got to distinguish you from the original Bullet. Apologies. Right. So it's a fighting channel, but I watched this video today and we're going to watch it. It's only 2.5 minutes, right? But he reviews fighting. So you'll see him in the octagon. You'll see him in the ring, right? This is really weird, this video. This is really weird. And remember the other week I made a video about the world champion slapping competitions. Well, there's a little bit of that here as well. Now, watch this. This is a weird video for a fighting channel. I thought I was like having like some weird flashback or something. Check it out.
Hello. Here. The face-off begins, and Canelo Alvarez takes off his glasses to make things a little more intimate. You can see a rock-solid demeanor from Canelo Alvarez. Caleb Plant starts to move around a bit, and in the tension of the moment, he decides to attempt getting into Canelo's head.
That's right. He's giving us his punditry on the face-off. He's like, what? Hang on. What? This ain't a fight. Hang on.
Canelo Alvarez responds, and amidst the back and forth, boom. What happened? Why would Canelo Alvarez push Caleb Plant? Caleb had made remarks about his mother, and of course anyone would get upset at such, but consider this. Canelo Alvarez and his mother both have red hair, and Canelo was bullied from a young age because of this.
What the hell's going on?
He must have been very defensive of his mother growing up. Thus, naturally, that is still carried over to present day. Here he is. Boom.
Right, now, while I was watching it, I thought, well, that's weird enough. Oh, yeah, that's it. Moslab nailed it. Yeah. This is real bottom of the barrel fight commentary, right? Watch the next bit, because he actually now starts going into their... Well, you'll see.
A push caused a cervical sprain to Drakkar Close, which forced his bout with Jeremy Stevens to be cancelled. Maybe due to the neck exercises boxers do. Caleb Plant, he seems perfectly fine. Caleb walking back casually, had to get one back in. Just look at that.
Yeah.
Grazing with only his fingertips. If it was a punch, it would have missed. Just appreciate the technique Canelo used. It's incredible. It's not...
Appreciate the technique. It's...
It would have missed. Just appreciate the technique Canelo used. It's incredible. He's not even looking down. He's maintaining eye contact, but with his peripheral vision, he snaps his right leg back, turns his cheek away from the strike, and pulls the shot with his whole body. It's perfect technique. Then look at that. Instantly, from that position, he recoils back into a balanced stance while stepping in towards the center line.
Well, you get the idea. I think Moslab nailed it with Slow Fight Day. He just talks about it like it's a fight. I mean, I suppose it is, but I was like, yeah, this isn't up to your usual quality. Not a problem, though. Napper! Shout out to the other yoke, and thanks, Danger, for hooking us up. Cheers, mate. Haven't been watching much. Busy prepping. Oh, my days. We've got a prepper on the firm. Give us a 1 in the chat if you're a prepper. I reckon it's going to be the Americans. Moslab, you don't need to answer. We know. Yeah, this is what Napper's saying about hooking up, right? So if you chat to someone in the chat and you mention something that you're going through, something that might be a struggle, or something you need some help with, or something you need some information with, and someone else in the chat says to you, yeah, I know a bit about that, or I've got some hookups about that, or I can link it, then you write to me at chris@chrisdangerfield.com, and I'll swap your emails, and then you can communicate. And that's what Napper's referring to there. I don't know what it was about, but I was written to and said, so-and-so said, can you give me his email? So I passed that on, and now clearly it's done Napper some good. Now, I'm assuming it was probably about prepping, judging by what you said. But there you go. Nice one. A pleasure. I don't think anyone here has to go through anything alone. There will be someone who's been through something similar, or someone who will be there to listen. We've hooked up loads of scrubs in the past. There was that one fellow, I don't know if he's still here, and he was going through a really messy child custody battle. Not custody, just wanted to see him. And he, really alone, felt really alone. And I said, if anyone else is going through this, email me. And if you want, I'll pass your emails on. And we had about 10 people email me, said, give the geezer my email because I've been through it. Which was sad in one way that so many of us have had, child visits issues, but also nice because that geezer then didn't have to go through it alone and also could talk to some other people who had previous experience. Little Bullet watched mine smash it. It's a weird one, isn't it, Little Bullet? I mean, I love the channel. I'm not knocking the channel, but it was a bit strange when he started talking about, perfect technique. His leg goes back. I mean, I kind of get it, but it just seemed a bit funny. Thank you, Napper, for the donation as well. That's muchos appreciatano. Slow Fight Day was brilliant. Dangerfield, Mrs. Me in it has promised me a recipe. So, all right, what is it? Christmas pudding. I'll tell you what, her Christmas pudding, fucking brilliant. And I got another one coming this year to Mrs. Me in it. I'll tell you, good Lord. Me and the missus were drunk, absolutely shit-faced. The problem was she also sent me some brandy. So the Christmas pudding was basically a brandy vehicle anyway. It was like suet, fruit, and brandy. It was sodden. and then I had to steam it in a pan. So she told me how to do that. Put a bowl in the bottom of the pan. Put the pudding, it was wrapped in muslin cloth. Steam it. Unwrapped it. And it smelled like a brewery. And then I wanted to show my missus the old light in the brandy trick. So, hello, Sufist. So I've put some brandy in a spoon and I've got a lighter under a spoon. I was thinking, yeah, hang on a minute. This is a step backwards. And I've put it on the pudding, lit it, and it's sort of burnt. But she's gone, oh, no, I want to put it on TikTok. I've gone, all right then. So I've blown it out. So now it's got another load of brandy on it. Then I got the next bit, lit it, put it on it, and she hasn't got the the phone ready, so that bit didn't even get lit because once you poured it on it. Anyway, basically, this extra brandy that Mrs. Meanit sent me got the whole thing poured on it, so that it was like this roaring flame. It looked like a fucking inferno for TikTok. Of course, when we ate it, me and the missus don't drink a lot, and she's only like all of 45 kilos. He was just sitting there. And of course, we've whipped cream, so it didn't take long for her to get a spoonful of cream and just look at me and go. I was just all giggling. And then I've just put my hand in it, and she's going, no, no, no. I just went, her whole face went white, and she just scraped it off her eyes, and I was crying with laughter. And then she just got the whole bowl and went, just totally pissed on the beanbag, covered in cream, drunk on Mrs. Meanit's absolutely delicious Christmas pudding. And she said it was great. And we had our little Christmas tree and our Christmas crackers. And then I get an email from Mrs. Meanit this year going, do you want a Christmas pudding this year? And I was like, God bless you. God bless you. Oh, okay. Did you read my email, Mrs. Meanit? If it's not too much trouble. And I was thinking, please, for God's sake, send me one. It was delicious. With that, what you sent me and what Wendy sent me, we had our little 10 minutes of Christmas, and it made a real difference. Mrs. Meanit made us handmade Christmas crackers. Mine had cufflinks in them that I wear. They weren't like, oh, they're sort of all right. No, they were like, fucking wicked. Use them. And the girlfriend got a bracelet, which she wears. Nice bracelet as well. So it was incredible. And we had a Christmas cake. So that's a pudding from Mrs. Meanit. And Wendy sent us a Christmas cake. And some Stollen. I ate all of that, though. The missus didn't get a look in. I said to Wendy, she said to me, don't leave that Stollen though, because that'll be all dry by Christmas Day, especially in that climate. And I was like, yeah, no worries. I chopped about an inch off. It was about that long. I chopped about an inch off one night. I ate it and I thought, yeah, that Stollen's gone by morning. I was waking up in the middle of the night for a piss and chopping another 2-inch slab of Stollen off. Hello, Vladdy Beer. You new in these parts? I recognise the name. Maybe I see you the other day. Nice to see you. Well, weirdly, it's penetrating their culture out here, but not for them. It's just they associate the West and England with money, and so if you celebrate Christmas over here, you've got money. That's the sort of angle, but they haven't got the. They haven't got the emotional or the spiritual or the nostalgic engagement. Like when you go to their Buddhist festivals, that's why I'm going up to the provinces, because it's Pachon. It's the annual Pachon festival. When you see them doing that, they're proper serious. You know, they're praying. It's joss sticks. You know, like 30 joss sticks in your hand, and then we make a literal pilgrimage. We walk about 3 miles to the temple. And then it's all in there, and there's a big gong, boing, and the Buddhas come out, and they all, and then you get called up in little groups, your little sort of like 2s and 3s. And me and my missus went up, and she said to me, "You have to think about your papa. Think about papa." And so when I had to, and I was the only white man there, and I'm 6'2", and the average Cambodian is about 2'6". So I was like this lighthouse, and most of them up there had never seen a white person, really. You know, they had on telly, but even some of them haven't got tellies. Some of them in the provinces are proper peasant folk, and so they were just staring at me, not in an horrible way, but just like. And I was like, hello. And then when I went up and actually knelt in front of the Buddha, the whole place was like, oh, I could hear them all going, and I was sort of going, Akon Chirang. It was quite beautiful though, and that's why I'm going this year as well. I can't take a phone in there and get you footage, so I just would not do that. That's unpleasant. But I might be able to get some footage of it from the outside, and you know, like I did last time, we done the provinces, didn't we? Right, interesting article. Let me have some water because I've got to read it to you. Now we all know that Amazon, which now accounts for 50% of the American retail market. That's right, half of the American retail market is now one company. I mean, you know, monopolies and that, who cares? It doesn't matter. Let them have half of your market. Their turnover of staff, because it's such a shit job, allegedly, their turnover of staff is rapido, right? It is so rapid. So they've because they literally can't get enough staff because people work there for 6 weeks and they're just like, no, I'm not a machine. I'm you know, you're just, you know, I've had people work there. There's scrubs who've worked there. Like you get a box, you have to, you know, you've got a barcode sticker on your shoulder. It's fucking dark. So guess what weird turnout has happened because of that? This article is a couple of months old. I'm not pretending to have, you know, dug this out today. From The Verge, Amazon will stop testing most employees for weed. Some jobs like delivery drivers will still be screened. So basically, because they realized they can't employ anyone because so many people, especially their demographic, you know, teenagers in between school and uni and immigrants, they're all smoking weed and it stays in your system for 3 months. So they've decided, look, unless we stop booting people for smoking weed, we can't get at the staff. It's quite an amazing turnout. We won't do the whole article because it's dull. But, you know, first paragraph. Amazon. It's weird, isn't it? Everyone loves and hates them. Amazon is relaxing its policy around employees using weed, according to a new blog post, and will no longer enforce marijuana drug tests for any employee who isn't also regulated by the Department of Transportation, like a delivery driver. Now, the weird thing about that is there's been tests where they've got people drunk, they've got people stoned, and they've got people sober to do a little driving test. And the stoned people drive better than the people who are sober because you concentrate more. You know, weed, why is it, you know, I don't like stoners. You know how I am about stoners. Fuck them all. They're lazy, selfish, boring bastards. But I was one for 20 years. So, the fact that the drivers, if you're a driver, but they don't need drivers because that ain't a bad job, better than being a fucking machine. Go up aisle 10, item down, aisle 4. You are being watched. Remember, you are being watched. Sorry, people, let's go back to it. Where are we? Bosh. Dave Clark, Amazon's CEO of Worldwide Consumer, announced the change as part of the company's goal to be Earth's best employer. Amazon, the world's best employer. Everyone knows it's the shittest job you can get. Everyone hates it. That's why they're not testing. This is what we were talking about earlier about Ritalin and kids and Clown World and Bitter Lake and too much information. They're trying to be best employer by saying we're not going to test people for weed. But the reason they're not testing people for weed is because they're the world's worst employer. And the turnover of staff is so fast. The irony is just, I'm chewing on it now. That's absurd. Amazon announced they're not going to test for weed as part of their change to be, as their company's goal to be the Earth's best employer. No, just stop testing for weed because your turnover of staff is so fucking rapid. I just thought that was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. You ain't getting that prize ever. Oh, unless, of course, Jeffy Boy pays for it, which I think would happen. Good Lord. No, it's, you know, I've known people who've worked there. It's just, and, you know, look, I get it. If you need money and there's no other options and you can't generate wealth, you might end up in that kind of work. Okay, I get that. But I would find another way. I'd rather live on the street than work in Amazon. I learned this very early in life. You start telling me what to do to that extent. You're not allowed to go more than 30 meters up certain aisles. You're not allowed to talk to people. You're not allowed to face someone for more than 7 seconds. Yeah, fuck off. And that's why everyone leaves, because it just kills you. Right, I've got a little funny for you. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. Let me just check my entropy. Don't want to miss anything right there. Napper's last one. Good. Right. So, you know, foot golf's coming home. Local friend and foot golf champion Griff from the Swansea call centre. Remember? He's here. I don't think he's here at the moment. He might be lurking. But yeah, you've nailed it, Riggs. I'm not going to read it out. It's a dodge one, but yeah. You know, that photo, look at that photo I put up at my community tab. Not the one with the bar of silver that I got in trouble about. Let me just show you this. And then have a look at this photo. This is an old company that made locks in England. Right? This is absolutely legit. And then think about the absolute hell of Amazon. Right, hang on. My best bet is to copy it and put it in here, actually. Look at the difference in working conditions when you're working in a company and making things that you actually are proud of, and you're not alienated from your work. You want the company to do well, you know. And like on Dave Thompson's video the other day, where he said that the company sort of gave him like a very good, like a mortgage, so he didn't have to involve the bank. The company he worked for actually paid for his house, and that was normal. That was an anomaly. That's how it used to be. Companies respected you, and because they respected you, you respected them, and it worked well. Look at this photo here. This is from, I think it's not a key factory, a scissors factory. Look at them all in their whistles. Look their little waistcoats and that. All well presented. Nice. Compare that with that fucking working up at Shamazon. You know, you're just part of the machine. You're not a human. They've removed your humanity. You're not allowed to talk to people at that job. Do you know that? You're not allowed to. You get penalised for it. If you walk past someone and go, all right, mate, do you have a nice weekend? Number 48235, please go to job management, please. Oh, hang on. Yeah, what happened? Sorry, mate. Yeah, we just caught you daring to say hello to another member of staff. You know that's forbidden. You are allowed to talk to them between the hours of 12 and 12:20, which is your lunch break. Yeah, but that's only 20 minutes. I'm busy eating. Are you complaining? Because if you are, well, no, sorry, I've got kids to feed. I won't ever talk again. Sorry, mate. No, just put my fucking robot mask on. I'll get back to work. Bastards. But I have got you something a little bit more light-hearted that I think you'll enjoy. They piss in bottles. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, exactly. And that is what, and you know what? Anyone at my business isn't happy, I make a point of sorting that out, because that's bullshit. Hello, Purnell. Nice to see you, my friend. Been a while. Right, so Griff from the oh, what's happened? Have I gone? Hello. So Griff from the Swansea call centre fame has been sending me You know, we saw him. He's a foot golf champion about 3 years running or something. Yes, it's golf where you kick a football, but he has a laugh. But he's been doing some punditry. Now, I'm not going to show you the whole video, but you'll know when it's time to laugh. Now, hang on a minute. Hang on. It's all gone a bit too fast. Now, hopefully, you're going to get the audio. I might. I'm gonna tell me if you can get. Tell me if you've got audio. I need to know rapido as well. I'll play a bit and stop it because I don't want to ruin it as such. So I'm going to play a little bit and just tell me if you've got audio. Ready? I'll just turn it up a bit. All right, let me know if you can hear anything.
Okay.
All right, did you hear him go? Okay. Did you hear that? Okay, right. So Richard is not actually playing foot golf now. Thank you, people. Much appreciated. But he's doing a little bit of punditry. So keeping us in. Are you joking, Rags? Oh, people, don't put anything in the chat yet. Tomorrow is Rags's birthday, so the morning stream is going to be Rags's 50th birthday stream. All right, but don't give him any congratulations now because it will take the gravitas away from tomorrow's stream. Bless you, Rags, for being 50 tomorrow. Oh, right. Yeah, I know her, the old tea lady. I do know her. Had a little bit of a, predictably. Right. Okay. So check out a bit of Richard's punditry. You'll know. Let's just get on with it.
Okay. He sank a lovely one of these against Lewis in the playoffs to get him in the Premier League not so long ago. It's a lovely weight, lovely line, lovely shot, lovely cunt, as they say in fuck off. Lovely cunt. What a lovely cunt. So it's a 2 for Ashley. Dr. Stratford needs this to tie. Oh, he has knit it. 6-4, Ashley.
And there you go, people. I think we'll just have that lovely little cracker again from the beginning.
Premier League not so long ago. It's a lovely weight, lovely line, lovely shot, lovely cunt, as they say in fuck off. Lovely cunt. What a lovely cunt.
Yeah, they play it with a football and a foot as well. That would be the foot golf. But he's fucking good at it, Richard. On here before, doxed. I think they said his name on the Swansea call centre. He's very good. He's put a few holes in one in. He's teed off and bosh. What a lovely cunt. Do you know what I mean? That's what I thought. Well, he sent me a few more. I'll give him a So there you go. He sent me about 5 more, but I'll have to check them. And I won't be doing that now. But I mean, it was a great cunt. I have to say, it was a great cunt. I think I've got one more little video for you, people. It's only short. You've only got to see the first bit. Actually, I don't know if I can risk this. It's our friend Salty Cracker. We'll watch a couple of minutes of it, and we'll just enjoy a couple of minutes of it because he's very good. He's our Salty Cracker. Check it out.
That you had a number of meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. who, when you met him 10 years ago, he was convicted of soliciting prostitution from minors. What did you know about him when you were meeting with him, as you've said yourself, in the hopes of raising money?
You know, I had dinners with him. Oh,
lads, look who thought it was safe enough to stick his pencil neck out of his hidey hole. It's everybody's favorite full-on rapist. I mean,
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I will give you the link. If you're not subscribed to Salty Cracker, you are absolutely missing out. Andy does more hardcore content on Odyssey. Link in the description. That video, I've just put the link in. Watch it. It's not so much old Gil Bates's. There's one bit where she says, "What do you think, you know, about having dinner with him?" Now, you'd expect him to say something like, "Well, you know, it was a disappointment because he presented himself as A and he turned out to be B." And old Gil Bates says, and he says, at one point he says, "Well, he's dead now." Okay, fuck it then. No dramas. Crack on. He's dead now. Is he though? Is he though? I wouldn't be sure if I'd bet my life savings on that being the case. You know how these people operate. They do what they fucking want, as far as I can work out. And they really do. They really do. You know, when you hear that people are elites, right? This is the problem. They've got so much money, and if you've got money, you just buy people off left, right, and centre. Any celebrity, anyone who is in the public eye to a large scale and has got plenty of money, they think they are better than you. That is it. That is. I mean, look, come on, look. This is just basic. There have been so many allegations of elites, of rich people, of corporate CEOs, judges, government, Bill Jayden's fucking son, and Bo Jayden's son, all this lot, fucking children. It just goes on and on and on, and it's like, oh, here's another one. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. It's because I don't even think they're pedos. I just think they want to do it to go, I can do what I fucking want. Look at all those cunts in Amazon pissing in bottles. I can do what I want. I'll just throw money at the problem. Even when they get nicked, they suddenly die and disappear. It's an absolute fucking joke. And it just goes on and on and on. Thank you, Anglo-Saxon Hoyt. Yes, Salty Geezer. Yeah, he's brilliant. Salty is a geezer. I just put the link in the chat. If you're not following Salty Cracker, you absolutely should. Thank you, Anglo-Saxon, for that. Yeah, no, I don't think he is. I've got to be careful, but no. The amount of money that geezer had, just oh, they all went asleep and the cameras all went off, and that was it. What? Are you sure? That sounds a little bit like the most unlikely thing that would ever happen in the world. That's only more unlikely that a man had a sex island that Bill Clinton used to go to stay on with Gil Bates. I mean, you know, call me a little bit suspicious. Call me a controversy peddler. Good Lord. I don't know. Scrubs, it's been another absolutely wonderful stream. I'd like to thank everyone who donated. I'd like to thank all the Scrubs for chipping in the chat. I'd like to thank you for some of the few weeks, not just today, some of the best streams we've ever had. We've got the music festival coming up. We've got the Yogwe on Friday. There's just so much in the pipeline. So don't forget, tell your friends, let them know there's a glorious house of Scrubs just over the hill where they can come and join the best community on the internet and have an absolute ball while they're there. Talking of ball, what an absolutely genius segue that was. Here's our boy, Ball Mumford. Hit it. See you later, people.
be the first man down. All my friends are sick of having me around. Nobody wants to give a buddy one last break. Can't go on, I've taken all a man
Thanks, Livy. Cheers, love.
can take. Life is a curse, it only gets worse, and the world will watch you drown. But maybe my mind will fail to ever find the point. I'm going deep, deep down underwater.
Good call, Steve.
Gonna make my grave underneath the wave. I'm going deep.
Did I manage to squeeze that burp out then, or was it absolutely registered? I think I'll go swimming. Most delightful. Yeah, man. Next week, SUBSTACK is happening.
Woman says I'm lying in the bed I've made. She says warriors don't give up before the war begins. So I get high to justify the mess I'm in.
Justify the mess I'm in.
People get mad and people get sad, but at least they have
Most delightful.
struggle through feeling
Delightful.
I'm going deep, deep down underwater.
Going deep, deep down underwater. Make my grave, my grave.
Underneath the wave. I'm going deep.
Good call, Rags. Rags' birthday stream tomorrow morning about 9 o'clock, 9:30 UK time. Nice one, rhomboid goat cabin. I'd love to see the animals in that. Not a problem, Steve. Saved for special occasions, that one these days. Take care, Mrs. Me, innit? I'm going to have trouble getting all these messages in, people.
I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna make my grave underneath the wave. I'm going deep, deep down underwater.
Excellent, excellent. Good work. That'll be classic. Thank you, Moslab and Rags, for looking after the chat. Much appreciato. Look at the lurkers coming out for some thanks. Amazing. I'm not going to get through all these. Sorry, people. Oh, hang on. I might do. I'm there. Right, people. Go on. Foxtrot Oscar down your own end. Or I'm going to force you to eat jellied eels for breakfast.